Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Tom and Jerry. This is a 2021 film. It's been out in theater for about a week and a half, something like that. It's rated PG, runs an hour and 40 minutes, and it stars Chloe Grace Moretz, Michael Pena, Colin Jost, and some possibly other people that you'll recognize. This is the adaptation of the classic Hanna-Barbera property, which reveals how Tom and Jerry first meet and form their rivalry. Something to be learned in the description because I just thought this was another movie of uh, you know, their classic going back and forth stuff. But I guess is them sort of meeting too. This has plenty of grades on IMDb.com since it's been out and available, over 11,000. So I think the grade's a little unfair, but understandable. So we'll get into that. This is Tom and Jerry. Thank you everybody for watching this review. Once again, this is a theater movie. I don't know how many of you are actually going to the theater, but obviously this is probably available in other formats also, being a children's movie for the most part. Um, I'll say the first thing I really appreciate about something this type of movie offers, a lot of times, we get the whole fart jokes and burping and rude, crude dialogue, and you just plain out cannot get that with Tom and Jerry because they don't talk. And so the funny stuff here comes with the beating up of each other, the throwing the cat off the second floor ledge and having him fall to his death every time, and I think the crazy thing that a lot of adults don't think about with these two characters is, if the cat were to eat the mouse, what would happen? They're cartoons, they don't die. And so, what's really the point of their rivalry? And other than the fact that a cat has to chase the mouse, and every time the mouse gets the better half of the cat, which is every time because that's how the cartoon plays out, how does the cat not actually die? Oh yeah, they're cartoons, so they're just going to be chasing each other forever. So they're trying to put that problem situation of common sense and cartoons, which there is none, into a movie with real people where we have to have common sense because it's a real people movie. And so I don't think that two universes working together really works, but in every other movie like this, have we really thought about that? Not really. Space Jam and the Muppets, and we don't really think about them making much common sense. But I think that's where some adults will struggle with this, and that's probably who's grading it online. It's not like we're getting, just 10-year-old after 10-year-old grading this online. So I think that's going to be like the biggest problem for adults. Mostly though, I gotta give this movie's last half hour some real credit because I was getting really just kind of bored of the movie and the really awful dialogue and the really stupid jokes and the non-story. I was getting really tired of it, and there's some nice moments here and there, between the girl and the one getting married, the girl getting married. But between Chloe and her, there's some nice moments of friendship, of genuality, or whatever that is, and just there's some nice feeling moments, but mostly it's stupid jokes, bad dialogue, for the first hour. Then the last half hour or so, Tom and Jerry kind of have this thing where, spoiler alert, I guess, but a lot of people have seen it, where they have to work together, they have to be on the same mindset to get something figured out. That's all I'll say. And when that happens, I think the moral of the story becomes quite clear. It has a nice ending, which makes everybody feel good and smile and be happy. And I think it kind of saves the movie from being stupid because the whole thing isn't stupid. So honestly, I was fine leaving the theater thinking that that last half hour kind of saves the movie. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a C minus, which is just above my lowest grade. And I think the reason why I'm doing that and why I think that the online grade is a little unfair, but pretty much accurate, um, I just think that when you have a movie that has morals and takes out, the problematic things of burps and farts and things like that that a lot of movies have to survive on, it doesn't entertain children, And nowadays, I'm really curious if kids are getting a lot out of this movie, with the characters not talking and them having in the movie having to survive off of, just pretty much the chase. I mean, when we were kids, my age group, maybe even a little bit older than me, like they'd watch, the Roadrunner and the Coyote. They'd watch, this. They'd watch Bugs Bunny and Sylvester, and it was all about the chase. But do we have a lot of cartoons nowadays that are about this? Not really. They're more about the storyline, like Dora and things like that. So I'm really curious if people are getting much out of this, but I think that's why adults are online grading it so low. So I'm going to give a C minus to Tom and Jerry myself, but I do think it's an enjoyable enough movie if you want to give it a chance and you haven't seen it yet. So thank you guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or my other videos, try and get something to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And let me know if your kids liked it because I really am curious about that. Comment below. Enjoy movies, guys. Thanks.